Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we are going to continue in our new method book on the clarinet with line 21, Norwegian Folk Song. So let's start at the beginning. We have our treble clef as always for the clarinet, and then we have our time signature. We are in 4/4 time. The top number tells us how many beats are in each measure. The bottom number tells us the value of the whole note, if we had one, but we don't. So we're going to have to use this information to figure out how long to hold our half notes and quarter notes, plus the quarter rests. So if the whole note gets 4 beats, half of a whole is a half note, half of 4 is 2. So the half notes get 2 full beats. And then half of a half is a quarter, half of 2 is 1. So the quarter notes get 1 beat, as do the quarter rests. So let's go at the beginning and let's look for patterns with our notes and our rhythms. So we are starting with a quarter note C, which is 1 ledger line below the staff. So that is thumb, 1, 2, 3. And as we go up with notes on the clarinet, we just take away fingers, all right? So we have a C, we go up 1, take away 1 finger to the D. We go up 1 more, take away 1 more finger. That's our first line E. And then we go back down to the C that we started with. Then we repeat that pattern. We have another C, D, E, back down to C. Then we skip up to a half note F in the first space, so that's just the thumb. Hold that for 2 counts. We go down and add a finger, so now we're on a half note E in the first line. And then in the next measure, we have 3 quarter note Ds, so add the next finger, and then we rest for 1 beat. Now, hopefully you've noticed on the second line, it's very similar. So measure 5, exactly like measure 1. Measure 6 is just the same as 2. Measure 7 is just the same as 3, and the only difference is with measure 8. Instead of 3 Ds, we have D, then we go up to an E on the first line, take away a finger, and then we go down to a C by adding 2 fingers, and then we rest on beat 4. So we're going to try playing this, and it's important that you start each note with a T sound, and that you do that at the same time as lifting or lowering your fingers so you don't get a glitch in your sound. So this is line 21, Norwegian Folk Song. 1, 2, ready. And I don't know if you've ever noticed, but sometimes you might not get the sound that you were expecting when you're playing the clarinet. And there are some things that will always cause that. One of those things might be blowing too hard, having too much of the mouthpiece in your mouth. So instead of here, you might have too much in your mouth. Or maybe you lifted up your fingers and when you put it back down, you didn't quite cover the hole completely. So you want to check for that. It's always a good idea to play in front of a mirror if you can. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to see on this particular video, but your fingers, the fleshiest part of your fingers, should have a circle. And I call that Cheerio fingers, where you've got these perfect circles in the fattest part of your fingers. So not in the fingertips, but that shows you that you're pressing the keys correctly, and you're going to be sealing those holes to get a good sound. So I hope this has been helpful, and we'll see you next time.